back to the trading post. This here's Noodle. He's being stubborn right now. And this is and I'm Fred, as you guys know. And we're gonna do another episode here. We're gonna do episode 2, Different Peoples and Tribes. Okay? And this is gonna be the Kalapalos, a tribe in the Amazon. Okay? Well, I'll tell you what here. You stay right there now. Just 1 second, and we'll go ahead and we'll get back to it, okay? Thank you. All right, everybody. As I said, this is the tribe, the Kalapalos, that's in Amazon. All right? Like my new hat? Pretty cool, isn't it? Anyways, we'll go ahead and get kicking this off. All right? The Kalapalos are an indigenous people of Brazil. They are one of 17 tribal groups who inhabit the Xingu National Park in the upper Xingu River region of the state of Mato Grosso. They speak the Amanap language, a Caravan language, and one of 4 spoken languages in the area. They have a population of 569 as of 2010. Now the current one, I didn't see what the current statistic was on there. Also, before I get into this too much, I do want to throw a shout out for the picture of the Kalapalos Indians that I got on there. That is, I got to give credit to flickr.com/photos/Giaco. That is a really good picture. And I'm doing the best I can for you guys to get you whatever I can on the subject matter. You know, I don't want to just get some random different tribes. I want to get that tribe, you know. And that's all I could get as far as it goes with that one picture that I know of. But anyways, let's continue on. The Kalapalo were the first Xingu tribe to be contacted by the Villalobos brothers in 1945. Before the arrival of the Villalobos, the people had sporadic contact with Europeans. The name Kalapalo was given to this group by white settlers in the late 19th century. The caravan dialect of the Kalapalos shows that they have not always lived in the upper Xingu. The Kalapalo speak a dialect of a language that belongs to the southern branch of the Guyana Carib language family, and their closest linguistic relatives are Yikuana or Maquiritere in southern Venezuela, and Hixkariana language spoken in the Namunda area in Brazil and Guyana. The Kalapalos and these tribes also share certain oral legends which describe their encounters with the white man and Christian rituals. This oral tradition suggests that the Kalapalos encountered explorer Colonel Percy Fawcett and may have been the last to see his expedition alive. Okay. These stories suggest that the Caribs of the Xingu region left the Caribbean area after being in contact with Spaniards, possibly to escape from them after experiencing violent contact, sometime in the second half of the 18th century. Among the caravan-speaking Indians, the tribe is known as Aifa Otomo, or those who live in a ripe area. Now, their customs. We'll talk about their customs. Before the creation of the Xingu National Park in 1961, the Kalapalos lived at the confluence of the Tanguro and Kuluini, which are tributaries of the river Xingu. Since then, the Brazilian government has convinced them to settle near the Leonardo station, where medical treatment was made available. However, they frequently return to their former villages where they can grow cassava and cotton, and where they can gather shellfish for art and craft making. The Kalapalos have a strict code of ethics established by them that distinguish them from other peoples inhabiting the Upper Xingu. Excuse me. They all collectively share their culture as they're fishing. Any public quarrels and fights are a serious violation of their code and are punished. They refrain from hunting land animals for fur by simply eating aquatic animals, including fish. Commonly, now this is a personal note, okay, cassava. Commonly called cassava, manioc, yucca, or tapioca, among other regional names, is a woody shrub of the spurge family, native to South America, from Brazil and parts of the Andes. It is a perennial plant. It is cultivated as an annual crop in tropical and subtropical regions for its edible starch and root tuber, a major source of carbohydrates. That's pretty interesting. Okay, now we'll go to the social organization of the group. The Kalapalos social organization is very flexible. The two most important social units in Kalapalo and other Upper Xingu societies are the village and household groups. The choice of a Kalapalo to join a group is based on their relationship to an individual in the group, not their religious affiliation or ancestral rights or obligations. Because of this, membership of villages and households are constantly changing. Leadership extends only over the household group. The leader represents the village in matters that involve Upper Xingu groups, countries and their cultures, in parentheses. Now we're going to talk about the food. The Kalapalo fish for their main source of food. May to September is the dry season in the Upper Xingu region, during which time food is abundant. They use nets, basket traps, and bait to lure the fish to the surface of the water, where they would shoot the fish with a bow and arrow. Since contact with outsiders, they have used more modern means of fishing, like firearms, fishing gear, and razors. The Kalapalo also grow piqui fruit, maize, peppers, beans, and sweet manioc. When the Kalapalo are planting or harvesting manioc, they often bathe 3 or 4 times a day. In Kalapalo society, every adult is responsible for contributing food to the food supply. However, if they don't or can't, they are still allowed a share of the food. Now, let's talk about their beliefs. The Kalapalo believe that if they during certain ceremonies the animal spirits will protect the living. The type of ceremony depends on if it is during the dry season or the wet season. Each dance has certain value that they believe in. Says Smith. They display certain dietary restrictions based on spiritual practice. They don't eat land animals, only aquatic animals, as said prior. They believe that if they eat only aquatic animals, it will bring them moral beauty, or as they call it, baso. Now, activities. Some members of their tribe compete in bow and arrow competitions. Their bows are made out of peach palm, a special wood that comes from the Amazon. They also make their arrows out of that wood, but have feathers split in two to make the fletching, the part of the arrow that guides its trajectory. These arrows are normally about 2 meters long, which would be 6 feet long. That's some big arrows. That's all I can say. They also have games such as wrestling, where the hosts wrestle guests from other tribes, otherwise known as igitsu to the Kalapalos. About once a year, they have Jogos Indigenous, or indigenous games, their tribal equivalent of the Olympics, where people from different tribes convene and compete against one another. How cool is that, y'all? I didn't know that. Man, that's awesome. See, they get down with the Olympics, man. All right, gender roles, okay? This is the last little bit that I got on this. I know it's not a very long one, but I got what I could get. At every ceremony, it is either the males or females that lead the way, depending on the time of the year. If it is the male's turn, the females cannot even look at the males, or they will be abused. The males have similar consequences when it is the female's turn. Much of the time, women eat a special diet that they believe makes it easier for them to get pregnant. Kalapalo women have an average of 5 children. What? Wow, okay. Well, so this diet is a big part of their population. In most other tribes, only the males gather the food, but in the Kalapalo tribe, both the male and females gather it. If they do not come back with food, others will share with them as long as they do not always rely on others. Wow, I think we can all take a lesson from them, I mean, that's awesome that they do that because they know. I mean, I'm sure just about anybody in that tribe has had a slow time where they couldn't get what they wanted to get or needed to get. So it's a combined community effort. I think we could learn a little bit more from them because I think we're slacking in that area myself. But anyways, I hope you guys liked this episode. I mean, I think it was really awesome. And if you guys have anything that you want to add to it, or maybe if there's something you find out, you can email me at the trading post 8124 at gmail. Okay, so you can email me. You can just put it in the comments below. Yeah, and as of any other videos, if you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. If you want to share it, share it. If you want to put a good comment, put a good comment. If you want to put a bad one, put a bad one. I'm not going to take that to heart, because I'm doing what I can do, and criticisms can help you grow. It can make you better. And that's what I'm looking forward to doing, trying to improve for you guys and do the best that I can for you. But as I said, I hope you guys like this. This was a pretty interesting one. I know it kind of piggybacks off of the Percy Fawcett video that I've done. If you haven't seen that, you can check that one out as well on my channel. Thank you guys, and you have a good one.